Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and this is my 5th project in my 13 spooky projects of Halloween. It's a little hand sanitizer holder that can sit right on your desk. So it's really cute. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to need a piece of basic black that is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored, and on the long side I'm going to score at 1 and 2. Then I'm going to turn it on the 3 3/4 side, and I'm going to score at 1 and 2 3/4. Okay. Then I'm going to fold on all of the score lines. Let's get out our bone folder and make sure they're nice and crisp. Okay. And then I am going to take my scissors, and on these 2 score lines right here, I'm going to cut up, and then I'm going to give a little shave on the inside here. Make sure that is straight there. All right, and then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. And then a little shave. All right. And I forgot to mention, these are the Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers. All right, so you're going to bring these up. These are going to fold in on the inside, and this is going to fold on the outside. So I'm going to take these two, and I'm going to put some glue. You could use tear and tape also. I like the glue just because it gives me a little time to wiggle it around. So I'm going to put that on the inside of the box. Make sure that it's nice and square. And then same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to take the glue again, and these are going to go on the outside. So you're just going to make sure that it's all nice and flush on the sides. All right. Looks good. All right, now I'm going to take some really long scissors, and I'm just going to give this a shave. You could leave it like this, but I like it a little bit, I think it's a little more decorative. So you're going to cut this corner off, the inside corner here. So I'm going to go from this corner right down to this corner and just give that a shave. And then you're going to do the same thing. Just like that. This one I didn't get right down to the, but it's good enough. I don't think anybody's going to be looking that closely, I would hope. All right, I'm using the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. You need a piece that is 1 5/8 by 2.5, and another piece that is 3/4 by 6. So this one is going to go on the inside here. Just making sure that the border is even at the top. Then I'm going to take this one, and this is going to go right down here. But I'm not going to do any score marks because sometimes the score marks don't always line up. So I'm just going to do a little finger pinch right here, and then wrap it around, and a little finger pinch right there, and then a little finger pinch right here. Then I'm going to take my bone folder, and so that it's all nice and flush to the box, I'm going to give it a good crease with my bone folder. And this paper is directional, so I did make sure that when I cut it the correct way so that all the jars were facing up. I liked the jars because then it's like elixirs and potions and lots of spooky stuff. All right, glue right here, and I'm just going to put glue all over the back of this. Okay. And then I'm going to do the front one first. And that way, if you use the glue, you can move it around a little bit if you have to. Then fold that down. And fold that down. And then that. And that. Can see that it's a little there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so then we can just stick our little bottle in there. And this one's nice and sparkly. So I'm going to take my, my Wink of Stella, and on the inside of the jars, just on whatever is in there, I'm just going to give it a little bit of shine. Just to kind of match what's on the inside of our... You don't have to do the inside ones because you're not going to be able to see them, but I'm going to do them anyway. All right, so that can go right in there, just like that. Get these bones right here. Get this eel. I'm not going to do the back side. Okay, all right, there we go. Now I am using the Tags stamp set. This has got tags for Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. And they all come together like this. I don't want mine together because I don't want to have to stamp all those. So I cut mine apart. Where did I put it? I got it in a sec. These I haven't cut apart yet because I haven't used them, but I just took my scissors and I just cut those apart. And then I also took my old craft and rubber scissors, and I cut my dies apart because I didn't want to have to cut out 3 of those at the same time. It's supposed to be a time-saving thing, but I didn't want them all. So you could take some tin snips or some, I don't know, something that your husband has in his shop or whatever. I just used these and they worked great. I actually saw that tip from Janet Wakeland. I think she did it on the demonstrator website. All right, so with that, it's going to be harder for you to line up your stamps to cut them out. It took me a couple of tries, and since I cut them apart, I can't get them lined up. That's where the Stamparatus comes in. Easier to do with the Stamparatus. So I cut out my tag I'm going to put a little bit of snail on the back, just a little bit, because you don't want it to stick there permanently. You just want it to temporarily stick there. So I am going to put this, I match this up. I can't talk and match it up at the same time. So I just match that up, and then I can stamp it, and it's better than it was for me just doing it by eye. So I'm going to take my Tuxedo Memento Black here. All right, and there you have it. Much, much easier. All right, so I'm just going to take this off, do a little twist so I can get that off. So, and then if you had to make multiples, it's all there, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now I took my linen thread and I made a double bow, and I did that ahead of time because I never can seem to do them correctly on when I'm filming. And I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put that right over this little hole here. I'm going to put my linen thread kind of at an angle right there. Okay, bring in my little box here. I'm going to take a dimensional. I don't have any more, so I always use up all my sides. Don't ever throw those away. They're still good. And I'm going to put this down here at the corner. And this is going to just kind of go kind of lopsided here. Right like that. Then I'm going to take my Monster Pash enamel shapes, and I'm taking this little skull and crossbones here, and I'm going to put that down here also. Right there, just a sign of poison. Then I'm going to take some of these smaller black dots. And I'm just going to put these over the triangles on the pumpkin's eyes. I have a hard time picking these up. I don't know if it's just me or... Okay. Oops. And there you go. There you have it. I think they're cute. Spells Divine, it says. And my other one is Vampire Blood. All right, that's it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.